The hour is early, just before the world fully wakes. Today is November 10th, 2025. A soft blue light filters through the window, touching everything with a quiet grace. You stand before a mirror that holds a profound truth. On one side, a familiar face, the one you prepare for the day. It is calm, composed, ready. This face smiles on cue. It nods in agreement. It presents capability and kindness. Polished, acceptable, reflecting the light perfectly. A necessary, functional part of your existence. But if you look longer, allow your eyes to adjust to the dimness. Another reflection forms. It gathers in the periphery, a darker, stranger twin. This other face is not smiling. It holds the weariness of yesterday, the anxieties for tomorrow, etched with feelings you do not name, a flicker of envy, a deep well of sadness, a flash of untamed anger. This is the shadow self, the uninvited guest at your inner table. This pre-dawn moment reveals a fundamental duality, the bright persona and its constant, silent shadow. The persona is the face we show to the world. Think of it as a carefully chosen mask, or a wardrobe of masks, one for every occasion. When you go to work, you put on your professional mask, competent, efficient, agreeable. With your friends, you might wear a different mask, humorous, outgoing, supportive. At family gatherings, another mask appears, dutiful, respectful, caring. These masks are not inherently dishonest. They are social tools. They allow us to connect, to function within groups, and to maintain order and predictability. From a young age, we learn which behaviors earn approval and which lead to rejection. The persona is our adaptive self, protecting our vulnerable core. A diplomat on the world stage. It allows for cooperation, community, and the smooth functioning of our daily lives. However, a danger arises when we forget that the mask is a mask. We can over-identify with it. We start to believe its story, and it can begin to feel like a cage, hollow, fraudulent, disconnected. The work is to wear it lightly, to create moments we can set it aside and let our true face feel the air. Remember, the polished reflection is one part of the story, necessary but incomplete. If the persona is what we choose to show, the shadow is everything we have chosen to hide. It is a vast, invisible container within our psyche where we banish what seems unacceptable, shameful, or weak. Feelings we were taught were bad, uncontrollable anger, biting jealousy, profound grief, paralyzing fear. It also holds undeveloped potentials, talents that did not fit the mold. The shadow self is not evil, it is simply unconscious, raw, untamed energy. Like a neglected child, it wants to be seen. It often speaks indirectly. Unexplainable moods, slips of the tongue, irrational reactions, self-sabotaging behaviors. When we judge harshly, we often see a reflection of a denied quality. The shadow projects onto the world. It begins in childhood. To keep love, we edit ourselves, pushing traits into darkness. They do not vanish. They gather strength, waiting for lapses in control. The more we deny the shadow, the more formidable it becomes. It can feel like a weight, an inner critic whispering shame, a saboteur at the moment of triumph. Shadow is human. No one is without one. To be a being of light, you must also cast a shadow. The problem is refusal to acknowledge it. Accepting the shadow is the first step to reclaiming your energy. Not a monster to slay, but a lost part to find, a hidden treasure waiting to be unearthed. The inner conflict between the persona and the shadow is a quiet, constant war waged within the soul. The persona, our polished public self, stands on the front lines, guarding an image. It insists, I am kind, I am patient, I am in control. It is a curated highlight reel, built on approval, rigid, fragile, terrified of disruption. Meanwhile, the shadow holds all the truths that contradict the persona's story. It whispers, but you felt rage yesterday. You felt envy this morning. You feel lost right now. The shadow cares about expression, not appearances. When we are only persona, whispers become a roar. It bursts forth. An outburst of anger, an inexplicable sadness, a pattern of procrastination. These are messages from a neglected part. The divided life is exhausting. We fear being found out. Anxiety and depression rise. Authenticity fades. We project disowned traits, fiercely judging in others what we dare not face in ourselves. Relief comes when we call a truce, not letting shadow take over, nor perfecting the persona. Create a space for dialogue. You are both the calm face and the troubled one, both light and dark. The tension signals a need for integration. It is time to stop fighting and start listening to the whole. Facing your shadow does not require a dramatic confrontation. It is a gentle and courageous process of turning inward with curiosity instead of judgment. The first step is simple observation. Begin to notice your emotional reactions without rushing to suppress them. When a strong feeling arises, anger, jealousy, shame, do not push it away. Acknowledge it. You can say, there is anger. I am feeling envy right now. Naming creates space to observe. Ask with compassion. Where is it in my body? What triggered it? When have I felt this before? This is a conversation, not an interrogation. Seek origins and needs, not blame. The shadow demystifies, transforming from monster into messenger. Modern tools in 2025 can help. Journaling prompts, AI companions that learn your patterns and ask insightful questions. They offer a safe, private sounding board for your innermost thoughts. Practice conscious integration through small, honest acts. Share vulnerably, set a boundary, pursue a long-dismissed creative urge. These acts begin to bridge persona and shadow, teaching your psyche it is safe to be whole. Guided shadow work programs combine psychology and mindfulness in a safe container. The reward for meeting and integrating your shadow is profound, not perfection, but wholeness. When you stop suppressing hidden parts, energy is liberated for conscious creative use. Anger becomes fuel for justice and healthy boundaries. Fear becomes wisdom, caution, and empathy. Jealousy becomes a signpost toward true desire and motivation to pursue it. Authenticity grows, the imposter feeling fades, validation roots within. Your persona becomes transparent, expressive, and you move with ease and grace. Untamed energies power art, innovation, and passion. Connecting with deep wells gives your life and work new depth and courage. The journey into the self is lifelong, a slow, steady walk of turning toward what is true. Keep your journal, sit with difficult feelings, speak your small truths. Integration is a way of living that grows richer with each conscious choice. Your relationships deepen, your work gains meaning. A quiet sturdiness grows within. This is calm power, steady, unwavering. In the mirror, the two faces are no longer at war. They recognize each other. A sacred meeting within your own being. Honor the persona's role. Thank the shadow for its truths. You are the space that holds them both. The shadow isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. What you fear within yourself holds the key to your freedom.